Steve. How's it going today?
I'm good, Emily. How's things?
It's going well. Cool. What are you up to on this fine rainy day?
I am doing the 1027 hosting again.
Has it been a year already?
It has.
Wow, all right.
Although there's quite a lot to get through. What are you doing today?
Not much.
I'm just going to ask you straight out. You want to be my co-host?
I would love to be your co-host
Cool.
today.
That is awesome.
And since this is totally spontaneous and definitely not something we planned, I definitely do not have a festive Halloween bag full of exciting accessories
What
for
have
us.
you got?
All right, so from PulseCon, I pulled these great G.I. Joe walkie-talkies out of the archives.
Just my color. Love
right?
it.
So I thought these might be fun for us to use. And what is a co-hosting gig without matching best friend sweatshirts?
You didn't.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I actually did. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, you really did?
Oh, I went for it.
Mm-hmm. Wow, let me hold
And
that
then
for you.
thank you so much. I'm in a double hoodie.
Are you?
I think I will today.
Is that allowed?
I get a little chilly. It works
It is
out.
a bit cold.
Yeah.
Cool. Look at these. You made these.
I did. Yeah.
You are
I
so
mean, not the
awesome.
actual sweatshirts, just the writing on them.
Ah,
that would have been a
very
lot of
nice.
work.
What are we?
Yep. All right.
Evans and Bader.
Yep.
Look at that.
Woo!
Partners in crime.
Thank you so much for bending down for that.
Fantastic. Didn't have much of a choice.
No,
if I'm
not
honest.
really.
All right, welcome to 1027 Newport Ave, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. You came with us for the employees entrance. That's because if you were here last year, we're all part of the same family. You're now down, you're now in with us. Fantastic. We're going to spend the next 2 hours, me and my co-host here, taking you through all the brands here at Hasbro HQ. We're going to be giving you exclusive content. We're going to be giving you sneak peeks, product reveals, all that kind of stuff for the next 2 hours just for you, Hasbro Pulse Premium members. The brands we're going to meet today, we've
So many
got
brands.
Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Avalon Hill, Magic, Star Wars, Marvel, Transformers. Have I forgotten anybody?
I think that might be it. Apologies if we have forgotten anybody. It's quite a long list.
Loads and loads of stuff, which is, we've been seriously busy the last year, haven't we?
We have, and it's been so much fun because it feels like our community is continuing to grow, which is something we're so excited about. We got to go back to in-person events this year. I got to go to my first convention,
Congrats.
which was amazing. It's been so much fun to get to meet people in real life, and it's been lovely.
You can't beat the in-person.
No.
This is great. We love speaking to you, but you can't beat that in-person because that social interaction with the fans,
It's been
with
amazing.
people that, we're collectors and fans ourselves, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
like to meet other like-minded people is fantastic. So if we saw you in person, lovely to see you again. If we haven't, this will do for now, and we'll look forward to meeting you in person because that is the magic.
It's
if
true.
I'm true.
It's
right.
true. Yeah. But I mean, there's like a lot of stuff to cover today. That was a long list you rattled
Yeah,
off. Do you want to divide and conquer thanks to our handy G.I. Joe walkie-talkies?
Our handy G.I. Joe walkie-talkies? Yes,
Perfect.
we can. Why don't you head down Main Street? I'll zip down Light Bright Way.
Okay.
Channel 2.
Channel 2, I think. Testing.
Is there any batteries in here?
Yeah. Oh, there actually are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right. Take care. I'll see you in a couple hours.
See you in a couple hours.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, so now that Steve is off on his adventure down Light Bright Way, we are gonna head down Main Street. So Main Street is the kind of the division of the 1027 building, cuts the building right in half, and this is where we used to do manufacturing and basically toy assembly back in the day. So we are here at the employee store, which Steve walked you through last year, but I think, do I hear Lenny?
Oh, hello,
Hi,
how are
Lenny.
you?
How's
Hi.
it going?
You're being followed by people.
I am. No, this is just like an average day for me. They follow me all the time.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
all
it
right.
sounds
Hello.
all right. You want to talk G.I. Joe while we're here?
Of course, let's do
Great.
it.
So I'm already dressed for the occasion.
Oh.
This double hoodie thing was a temporary.
Okay.
A little hot.
All right.
So we're just gonna,
Blase.
fabulous. So,
Get that out of here.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
How are we doing in the world of G.I. Joe
We're
today?
doing great in the world of G.I. Joes. I sent up this display.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, and we got some cool stuff in here, as well as some product in here.
We do. I'll go through a little bit of a shtick first,
I think
shall
we
we?
should do
all
a
right,
shtick.
so
We're gonna do a
So
shtick.
friends at home, we got a couple of housekeeping things for all of our His Tank backers. Should have gotten an email with, that's right, it's time for the early bird poll. So
Yeah.
I need His Tank here, but what you should have received is a link to vote on your choice for our early bird trooper color.
Yes.
So you have the 6 colors to
the
choose
6
from.
colorways,
So
right?
you have until October 30th to vote. Don't forget to make your voice heard.
Yep.
We know what we voted for.
But we cannot tell you because we don't want to influence it. Although,
Exactly.
I mean, would it? I mean, hey,
I don't know. I mean, we're pretty
Get
cool.
crazy with it.
Yeah.
Get crazy
so
with it.
don't forget to vote so that your voice is heard.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to figure out what the early bird color is going to be. Ron Rudat is really excited to hear what the early bird color is going to be too.
We're chomping at the bit. We have all of them ready to activate for production. It's just now for you guys to tell us which one you want us to activate. So I'm super excited. I'm ready to get going on this
It's
thing.
going to be great. All right, so His Tank housekeeping, check.
Check.
Next thing that we're going to do.
Let's talk about some figures.
Yes, so your voices have been heard.
We listen.
We listen. So
sometimes too much.
Great news. There are going to be more Mindbenders and more Serpentors available for pre-order starting tonight at the end of the stream for Pulse Premium members, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern time for non-premium members as well. So you will get a second chance at getting Mindbender and Serpentor.
That's right.
Great. Not only that, but our Sergeant Slaughter figure is still available for pre-order, and as an extra special 1027 treat for Pulse Premium members, we are actually going to be doing a Sergeant Slaughter poster giveaway.
Oh, that's rad.
Not only a poster giveaway, they are signed posters. Posters signed by Sarge himself. I supervised his signature process, so I can vouch that they are all authentic Sergeant Slaughter signatures.
He loves the community, and he
It's
loves
amazing.
Joe, and he was like, yes, I will sign that.
Yes.
Like, it's incredible. He signed a bunch for the team, like completely embracing us, embracing him. It's just very honored to be working with him on it. I'm glad that everybody's going to get a signed poster from the Sarge.
Yes, so a limited number of posters available. So at the end of the stream, go to HasbroPulse.com if you are a Hasbro Pulse Premium member to enter in our signed Sarge poster giveaway.
Sweet.
So many words. So, and then remember, I know as we're talking about this, so remember that we also have our Sarge fan merch shirt available for purchase on HasbroPulse.com.
Yeah,
and then, as I mentioned, our
on
figures are still available for pre-order because we opened up some more pre-orders against Sarge as well. Okay, so that takes care of that housekeeping.
But I could show them cool stuff too.
There's some really cool stuff in here.
Okay. So
we have some vintage products that we also had as set dressing at PulseCon, which was super fun. But there's something really, really special on the middle shelf. You want to talk about it?
So the other day, Emily found something magical, and these are the 2-ups of the original Real American Hero line.
What's a 2-up, Lenny?
A 2-up is how they used to make the figures back in the day. As you see here, they would sculpt them larger to get the details, and then we would do a process called panographing. I believe it was called that. It still is probably called that, but in that process, they shrink it down to the 3.75 inch to retain the details, and then the articulation is added at the factory level. What you can see here is we have Naugahyde. He's missing an arm. Again, it's a 40-year-old piece, and these were made out of like castelline and sculpey type clays and stuff like that.
They did not intend for them to live for 40 years.
Yeah,
like these were not made for longevity.
Yeah, they're materials that crumble over time.
And I feel like most of these were destroyed, right? They didn't keep a lot of them around.
Yeah, they didn't keep a lot of them around. Again, back in the day, have the foresight to know what this brand was going to turn into. You know, sometimes we overlook that stuff, but some of them were maintained. You're not seeing all of them. We did find a lot. We just picked some that we thought would be pretty fun and special. We also have Jinx, which she's in really good condition. And of course, everybody's favorite, Chuckles. And Slaughter, as well as my favorite, one of my favorites. I know I always say they're all my favorite.
They are all your favorites, right?
They are all my favorite. Version 2 Storm Shadow, which, ooh, baby, he is awesome. And, you know, it's so inspiring to see these 2-ups and to see what they did back in the day, and then how can we be inspired by it and then bring it into the classified line to like make the legacy go on for even longer.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like it's really cool to see these because it helps to really reinforce kind of one of our mentalities about classified series, that it is all about the details. And one of the reasons why they did create them at this size is so that when you shrink them down, like they look incredibly detailed at that scale.
100%.
And I feel like that's still kind of even though the process is different now, it's still loading in all of those, it's the details, it's the greeble, it's all of that wonderful things that kind of make classified.
And that's what brings the characters to life. And I mean, as a kid, when I was playing with them and collecting them, it's what made me be the designer I am today, and I've been inspired, and I think a lot of other creative types are too. So G.I. Joe, just in those details, inspired a generation of creatives, and we're so happy to bring it back and to show you guys some of that legacy that was there.
Yeah.
So.
But not only are these 2-ups of some figures from the past, but one of the figures from this lineup is our name-only classified reveal for today, and it is
Mr. Chuckles.
Welcome to the classified series, Chuckles.
Yep.
So more details to come about Chuckles soon, but Chuckles will be part of the 2023 classified series line.
Very excited. And we're cooking on them full speed, so probably soon.
Yeah.
Have something to show people.
I think so. Soonish. Soon, you know.
Swedish.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for G.I. Joe news today. We're keeping it real simple. We really had a lot of news to go down. for all of our amazing things. Oh, and then while we're here, you may have noticed in the gunner seat in the HISS tank, that's right.
Look out.
It's little Emily. Don't forget that you can get your G.I. Joe Selfie Series figure with that amazing promotional selfie pricing of $59.99. So don't delay on Selfie Series.
Boom.
Great. All right. So Mindbender, Serpentor back up for pre-order starting at the end of the stream for Hasbro Pulse Premium members. And then at 8 o'clock for non-premium members, Sarge poster giveaway. Don't forget to do the early bird voting if you were a HISS tank backer. Selfie Series, Chuckles is coming to Classified. Nailed it.
Yes.
Crushed it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Lenny, for hanging out with us.
Thanks for coming to hang out with me by my display.
Yeah, no, this is where you hang out all the time, right?
Yeah, I'm just, setting up displays in the hallways.
Perfect.
And pacing.
Well, on that note, let's see what our friend Steve is up to. Hey, Steve, how is Light Bright Way treating you?
Yeah, I made it through Light Bright Way. I'm now in the prop warehouse. Prop warehouse, very interesting place. Full of stuff that we use for our toy photography and our video production. There's everything and anything here, to be perfectly frank. There's buildings, there's whatever that is. There's, look at that, it's like kind of molded rubber. I don't know what this is, but it's awesome. And I know that that our fans out there, you toy photographers, you're always getting into all of this and making stuff out of seemingly nothing. It's very impressive, very inspiring. I kind of recognize what that is. We got buildings, we got everything. What's this, like a little trash bag? Who knew? Anyway, look at this little dude. Little hint at who we're going to next. Beautiful segue there. You like what we did there? The next team we're going to connect with is the Ghostbusters team. If you remember, last year they launched their HasLab Proton Pack, which was, my goodness, it was a year ago. Where has time gone? Anyway, if you backed it, thank you ever so much. That's fantastic. If you don't know what a HasLab is, where have you been? And also, HasLab is Hasbro Pulse's own crowdfunding system, which allows dream products to be put into your hands, the fans, and also encourages you to be part of the development team to decide whether a product actually gets made or not, which is really cool. So let's connect with the Ghostbusters team, because I understand that Pam is going to unpack a Proton Pack, which is easy for you to say. So let's go and see Unpacking Proton Pack Pam right now with the rest of the team.
Thanks, Steve. We're super excited to be talking about Ghostbusters today. We do not, however, have any pre-orders for you today, but stay tuned for 2023. Please be patient. We'll have a little bit more news. So on to the HasLab Lab, where we talk about the Proton Pack.
Welcome back to the HasLab Lab. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has.
So today we're going to be talking about my favorite project that I've worked on here at Hasbro.
And mine my entire life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Egon Spengler's Proton Pack. I know you're all waiting with bated breath to get your packs in the mail, so we thought we would give you a little walkthrough about what you're going to see in the box. So here's the outside of the box. It's designed to fit directly into continuity with our Neutrona wand, so it'll look great on your shelf. It is fantastic and gigantic.
Gigantic.
So let's see what's inside this box, right, Pam?
Yeah.
Cool.
We have, however, unwrapped everything, so you do not hear the crinkles, and you can actually hear us talking about it. So here we go.
Cool, perfect. So without further ado, here's the inside of the box. So inside this box, you're presented with Egon Spengler's workshop work table. We wanted to take a lot of cues from the movie, and in the movie, Phoebe plays with the floor puzzle and finds some stuff inside. We wanted to recreate that inside this box. So we have this cool slide lock that you unlock, floor pops open, and you're presented with a bunch of stuff inside. First off, we have a box of phantasmical samples.
Ooh.
Caution, they are potentially sentient. So what are they?
Oh, they are some ectoplasm pieces from our awesome marshmallowy attachments.
Yeah, oh, they're super rubbery.
Super duper rubbery.
Check that out.
And we have 4 pieces in here in total. They come with these awesome little hooks, so you can actually hook them and then attach them to your Proton Pack.
Awesome. And what would marshmallow slime be without some marshmallow ghosts? Also inside the box, directly movie inspired, we have this ghost trap. And inside we have
some adorable little mini puffs. So it actually comes with 3 of these mini puffs in burnt deco.
Exclusive to the pack, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And then it also has these 3 alt heads also burnt that you can actually swap on and off your figures. So I mean, I personally love updating the heads of these figures. It makes that super satisfying pop.
Super satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one other thing to note about these, they have got little C-clip hands, so they can actually hold directly onto the pack.
So you can recreate the moments of being attacked by mini puffs with your proton pack.
Awesome. So one other thing that we have here is this bag full of stuff. Inside of the bag full of stuff,
We have this stuff. So it includes our Egon Spengler journal, which looks great, and that Jared and Sam are going to talk about later. It's going to include some awesome instructions where you can actually see how to use your pack. It also then includes some stickers. So some decals. So it would include the 1984 conversion decals as well as some afterlife decals.
Yeah. Put them on your notebooks.
Wherever you want.
Or wherever you want. Awesome. So we'll be talking to Sam in just a second about the book, which I cannot wait for. So underneath this giant tabletop, we have our proton pack. Note, it will be wrapped in paper, like we said, and all of this dunnage is still here. It's super well protected. But look at how cool this looks.
It looks, I mean, it's so beautiful. I've been waiting for this moment to see this up close and personal, and it's so beautiful. I have no words, really.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, same here. Wear it around all the time in the office.
So check this out. Here, Pam.
Oh my gosh.
Wear it around in the office.
Ooh, this thing is heavy. It definitely is 15 pounds, but it is super snug. I love these. Ooh, these straps. I know we've extended it for our larger Ghostbusters as well. You don't have to all be my size, but it's super comfortable.
Yep, it fits from Pam to Jarrett size.
Amazing.
So one other thing that's in this box, it's all the way down here at the bottom, pretty tightly packed.
Super snug.
Super snug, is our Stance Spengler nuclear accelerator storage stand. So inside this box, you'll have all the rest of your accessories, so don't miss it. Inside here, you've got all of your accessories. You've got a stand to display your proton pack on. You've got your hose, you've got all your connections, we got everything. So this is the last piece of the box.
Awesome. So I'm going to take this away and actually set this up if you want to actually call Sam to talk about the book.
That sounds like a great idea, Pam.
Cool, thanks.
So I am going to call Sam in our Nevada office to talk about Egon Spengler's journal. Oh yeah. Hey, how's it going, Sam?
Hey, Jarrett. It's going great here in the desert.
Awesome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us today about Egon Spengler's journal.
Very excited to do it.
Yeah, me too. Cool, yeah. So give us a little bit about how this came together.
Yeah, so we wanted to make a unique backer tier for our awesome backers and fans, and we partnered with Ghost Corps, and we got to write this sort of addition to the world of Ghostbusters that kind of like sprinkles some spice on the canon. And we got to do it from the point of view of Egon, which was an absolute honor and pleasure. I can't even begin to explain how cool it was.
Ghost Corps was a great partner. They even gave us all sorts of behind the scenes stuff. They made this whole process completely painless. They gave us Harold Ramis's writing samples that were used in Afterlife and all throughout the other movies. So we got a chance to really recreate his hand. It was such an awesome project to work on. I can't believe I had a chance to do that.
Yeah, and so it doesn't just, it's not just the point of view of Egon, it's also, it looks like what Egon would have written if he had been writing a journal that whole time throughout his life as a Ghostbuster. And, you know, beyond what people are seeing from 1984 stuff today, you know, we had the ability to sort of feature some more awesome stuff leading up to Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think the rest of this book is going to knock everyone's socks off.
Yeah, I can't wait for people to see it. It's awesome. Sam, thank you for your time. Know you got a heart out. We'll take the rest of this back here at HasLab Lab.
Thanks. Miss you all at HQ.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Jarrett.
How's it going, guys? I just had a great conversation with Sam about Egon Spengler's journal. Pam, Zach, you guys ready to talk about the pack?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
We always want to talk about the pack.
One of my favorite things.
Okay.
So we've got our HasLab Proton Pack here with tons of great features baked in that I think everybody's really going to enjoy. But let's just start off by showing you the classic movie effects. It's beautiful. And you've actually got right up here in encoder, you have volume control.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And
So,
is it rumbling?
well, not yet. Do you want it to rumble?
I think I do.
So to do that,
I like that power down sound.
love it. It's one of my favorites. So to do that, we actually have to get inside the cyclotron.
Thank you.
Both of these hoses are removable, but this one's still pretty tight. So I'm just gonna hold it for now.
And that's going to loosen when you actually use it more?
Yeah.
I got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So if we actuate this switch right here, now if we plug everything back in, if I can see that, thank you.
And that's the bottom switch on in the inside?
Yes. Close that up. Would you pass me the bumper?
Of course.
Thank you. Got that on upside down. Come on. Got that all back in, and now when we power it back up, you want to put your hand on that?
Amazing. You can really hear the
feel it.
rumble.
It's
Absolutely.
like having a real unlicensed nuclear reactor on your back.
Well, so that's not the only features we have. We also, God, I love that. We also included the sounds and lighting effects from Ghostbusters Afterlife. Again, if we head back into the cyclotron,
And back over here for you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
We actuate this top switch. You're gonna get that sound effect again. Now when we close it back up, you're gonna get all the lights and sound effects from 2021.
The Ghostbusters Afterlife film.
Close that back up. Now when we turn it on, you get a much more unstable sound and lighting sequence.
That's awesome that you can see in like the bar on the left where like the blue actually spirals. You know, I think there are 13 lights there.
Yeah?
That it kind of cycles through, and then of course you can kind of see the red lights spiraling throughout the cyclotron, which is amazing.
Now here's one of my favorite features we baked in. See this ribbon cable over here? If you unplug it, just like when the mini puffs climbed in and almost ruined everything for everybody.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that feature.
Get that hose plugged back in. Come on.
And it's super secure, so when you walk around with your proton pack on, it's super stable.
Absolutely. Now, I want to talk about the hose we included as
yeah.
the first tier unlock.
There you go.
This thing is awesome and flexible. Thanks for bringing that over for me.
You're very welcome.
So, I'm going to show you on this end. Thank you. If you take your
Updated
Hasbro
Neutrona wand.
and remove the battery tray, set that aside for now, you can actually plug the hose we included right in. Hold that for me. Thank you.
Cool.
And then plug it into the back. Just got to match the keying. It'll only go in one way, so don't force it. We turn our pack on here with the wand. And we actually found a way to let you control your pack from your Neutrona wand.
Wow,
Great.
that is like engineering magic right there, right, Jared?
That is fantastic.
This thing is just a masterpiece.
Oh my gosh,
Can
it
turn
even
back
turns on.
I am so proud of this. We've baked in a lot of great content that I think you guys are really gonna like.
This is going to be shipping by spring of 2023, so make sure you check your mail because it's going to be amazing. And thank you everyone for joining us today on 1027, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, hey there, guys. It's me again. I'm the marketer for this brand too. So I'm really excited to get to talk to you all at home, and you special Hasbro Pulse Premium members get a sneak peek of our upcoming Dungeons & Dragons toy line. So not gonna need the walkie for this, but I am thrilled to get to show you a sneak peek of our upcoming line. So you may remember in July at San Diego Comic-Con, we gave you the world premiere of our new 6-inch scale gelatinous cube. You may have been thinking, well, Emily, where are the figures gonna be to go in our 6-inch scale gelatinous cube? Great news! You're gonna get to see the first 4 of our new Golden Archives 6-inch movie figures today. So just kind of to give you a lay of the land for what we're doing, we're gonna do a quick overview of some of the product that will be coming out in the January and February timeframe of next year. The majority of the product that you see today will not be available for pre-order. It is truly a sneak peek, and then it will be a see now, buy now opportunity when it hits shelves. I will have figures and kind of product in hand to show you, but then we'll also do some cutaways to some really pretty diorama shots that our photographer Matt did. So going to be a real quick overview, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. Sounds great? Sounds great. All right, so gelatinous cube. We know it, we love it, we're excited about it. The gelatinous cube is available for pre-order wherever fine toys are sold, but let's look at some figures. So first up, we have Edgin the Bard. Edgin the Bard comes with his lute. You know it, you love it from the movie trailer. Then we have his friend, Holga the Barbarian. Then we have, here is Simon. And Forge and his crossbow. And so this is going to be our first wave of these 6-inch Golden Archives figures. They will be available at Hasbro Pulse and wherever fine toys are sold. Look for them in stores in the January-February timeframe. Also, this is a good point to mention that these are the correct scale to hang out with our 6-inch scale gelatinous cube, which is also currently available for pre-order from Hasbro Pulse and other delightful toy retailers. So just as a quick reminder for the gelatinous cube, super easy to put figures in. So you just pop the top off. Then there is actually a figure stand inside. When you don't have a figure inside, this great shield piece, when you do have a figure inside, pop that right off. Let's see, we'll line that up. Simon very politely already has his arm extended as if he was ready for this exercise. Pop him right into the figure stand. And then you can pose out all of your favorite Golden Archives figures as if the gelatinous cube, there we go. Ah, so nice. So next up, I am so excited. What's Dungeons & Dragons without a dragon, you guys? So this is our all-new movie dragon. So this is part of our kids line, but we think that it has amazing kind of cross-collector appeal. So we have articulated wings here, leg articulation as well, jaw articulation. He is looking fabulous. And then next up, we actually have a battle scene between our 6-inch Golden Archives figures and our dragon. So again, amazing offering, 19-inch wingspan. Stay tuned for more information about this friend. Perfect. Okay, next up, we have something really exciting. So this is kind of our big new innovation for our D&D line. This is something that we are lovingly calling our Dicelings collection. So for the first time ever, we have some amazing D20s. But there's something a little bit special about these D20s. And keep in mind, these are prototypes, but this should be relatively close to what they are for final. So they're not just a D20, they are the first converting D20s that actually turn into your favorite Dungeons & Dragons monsters. So, as a hint, that's right, what could be hiding in the orange die? So we open her up. That's right, it's a beholder. So each of these will come with kind of instructions to teach you how to convert them, but essentially, in somewhere between 6 to 13 easy steps, you can have your very own monsters emerging out of these D20 dice. So pop out these two. Done these ones a couple times. Ta-da! There we are. So our very first Diceling is our orange beholder. And so you should also be seeing some great shots of these in die form and in monster form. So in addition to our awesome orange beholder, we have our black dragon. Ta-da. And so these are our physical models. They are prototypes, but you should also be seeing some really nice photos of these as well. Then next up, we have our red dragon. And last but not least is going to be our movie owlbear. You guys saw the trailer. You know that this is technically like owlbear / Doric, so you know what's up. But exciting news, we are so thrilled about these, and we think that you guys will be too, that these are going to be the 4 items that are going up for pre-order starting today at HasbroPulse.com at the end of the show for Hasbro Pulse Premium members, 8 p.m. Eastern time for non-premium members, available for pre-order wherever fine toys are sold. So the team is really, really excited about these, and we think that you will be too. We tend to kind of carry them around as fidget toys. They have been awesome. So more news to come on Dicelings in the future as well. So I'm going to set these down here to make a little bit more room. So next up, we have our amazing new Nerf melee weapons. Zink's sword and Holga's great axe are coming to you straight for some amazing melee action. So we have the sword is 26 inches, the axe is 27 inches with foam blades for some great melee action. So stay tuned for more information about these coming soon. And then as a quick preview, we can't tell you a lot about this yet because so many spoilers for the movie, you guys, but there is going to be an amazing new Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves Monopoly game. So stay tuned for more information to come about this, but Monopoly Through the Forgotten Realms, it is going to be absolutely amazing. But like seriously, it is full of so many spoilers that we can't tell you about right now, but I am really, really excited to get to play through this myself. So this kind of concludes our quick preview of our upcoming Dungeons & Dragons toy line. So more information on all of this to come, but this should be hitting shelves in the January-February timeframe next year. Don't forget that our wonderful new Dicelings are going up for pre-order starting today. We are so excited about these. Our Black Dragon, Red Dragon, Movie Owlbear, and Orange Beholder. So don't forget to grab these. And then before we throw it back to Steve, let's take a quick break and watch the D&D Honor Among Thieves trailer.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves. And when you do this, you're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge. Truth be told, we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing. We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known. But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best. You need to give us a fighting chance. We're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know you don't.
We also need courage, magic, and you. What is that again? It's an owlbear.
Let's go!
Be warned. There is evil here.
I'm glad he's on our side.
This one's dangerous. But whatever happens, we'll be ready.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
You know that we love the toy photography community here at Hasbro. I've seen some incredible starting lineup content out there. Great example is plastic action stop animation with the NBA that we're going to check out right now. Let's go and see what Jack's had in store for us. It's awesome.
Stop motion sponsored by Hasbro.
Oh my! LeBron with the windmill reverse.
Curry fakes right, dribbles left, step back three. Got him! And tells the fans, put a ring on it.
Some exciting news from starting lineup. We have just announced our next partnership, and that is with the NFL. And here is a cool video to kick things off. Well, I hope you're enjoying the 1027 tour so far. There's still lots more to go, so it's all good. It's all about you, isn't it, you lucky people? I actually personally love this time of year where we can show you sneak peeks on what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. Very, very special time of year. Next up is the Avalon Hill team. They've got a new HasLab that they just launched recently at PulseCon, which is fantastic. HeroScape Age of Annihilation Vanguard Edition. Could they get any cooler words in that title? I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, actually when I was in London at Hasbro, I worked there before I came over here, I worked on games for about 5 years and we used to play HeroScape all the time at lunchtime. So I'm really happy that it's back. Can't wait to see what happens. But before we go to the team, let's check out this hot new trailer for it.
We thought the Wellsprings were a blessing. We thought they gifted us with the powers of God. Visions of the future. Armies summoned from distant galaxies. We were wrong. The Wellsprings bring our world nothing but pain, nothing but suffering and endless destruction. Driven to war to protect them from the clutches of Utgar and his minions, the Valkyries came together in a fleeting moment of hope. But my visions of the future drove me to despair. I gave up everything the Wellspring provided. The strength, the armies, the visions, until I saw my own home reduced to ash. Until I heard the whispers and rumors of our Valkyrie and other Wellsprings. Not knowing where those allegiances would fall drove me even further into madness. Driven by revenge, I can no longer sit idly by. If I do nothing, I will lose more than my home. I will lose everything. The world reduced to the memory of a flame. You can be a hero or a pacifist, but you cannot be both. Peace is but a dream in Valhalla, a dream I can no longer seek. I will carve my name into my enemies, and everyone will know who stands against them. My world no longer needs a scholar or a historian. It needs a hero. Customize epic battlefields, draft your army, and join the greatest battle of all time. HeroScape, Age of Annihilation. Become legendary.
Thanks, Steve. We're happy to be here. I'm Patrick, this is Chris, and we're the Avalon Hill team, and we're here to show you more details about HeroScape, the current HasLab running over on Hasbro Pulse. Chris, what are we looking at?
Yeah, so Patrick, you and I got a chance to test drive the two HasLab exclusive miniatures in a little bit of a play test. And we were so impressed, we wanted to share some of our thoughts with you, get a chance to kind of showcase them and talk about them for a minute, and let you know how kind of truly cool these two are.
I had the privilege of playing both of them against his army, and I'll tell you, there's a couple of beasts right here.
Yeah, on purpose, we put both of these under Patrick, and I made a little army of Clockwork Combine. In fact, my army kind of outnumbered yours about 4 to 1 on the battlefield, just to kind of see how awesome the powers are on these 2 units. And get a chance to do that.
Well, let's take a deeper look at them. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Yeah, so I brought my cliff notes so I don't mess up any math here. So I got to make sure I'm math. But so let's start with the Diraxis Dragoon.
Ooh, nice.
Right, he's part of the Nemesis Warbrood. Right, he's kind of a lieutenant that's kind of mounted cavalry.
Yeah.
And he's got some really cool abilities that make him a little unique and special. Right. One is he's got a battle frenzy, which is super cool because he can chain attacks. So as long as you're rolling hot dice, right? You can keep rolling those dice, keep attacking, and kind of plow through your enemy, so to speak, with Battle Frenzy.
That chain attack is super fun too. It always keeps every attack really exciting because you're hopeful you'll be able to get that second one in.
Yeah, so especially if you're fighting kind of squads and kind of low life models, you can kind of just remove stuff off the board really fast with him. So he's really awesome in that regard. The other cool ability, he's got Maddening Chitter.
Maddening Chitter?
Yep. And Patrick got this to pull off in the battle.
It's kind of a gotcha mechanic.
Yeah, it's super cool because it's a mechanic that actually lets you manipulate the order markers of your opponent, right? So that's not something commonly that occurs in the game, but to be able to modify the placement of your opponent's order markers and what they can activate can be super maddening for your opponent a little bit.
Well, it really messes with their strategy and allows you to sneak in there and take a glyph.
Yeah, in fact, when we played, when he pulled that off, I had a plan in mind, and he kind of just removed that plan right out of the middle of my turn. So I kind of lost momentum at that point. And that might have been a moment where the tides turned a little bit.
I have to say, if all of this is gibberish to you and you have no idea what we're talking about, go check out the HeroScape HasLab page, and you'll see a how to play video, an overview of the rules. Put all of this stuff into context.
Yeah, 100%. The other character that is exclusive to the HasLab is Scavareth, Lord of Ruin. And besides being probably the coolest
I love this guy. I love him.
He's pretty badass.
He's a tank.
Yep. He's got a couple of cool abilities too. Right, he has an attack. He's got the double burst special attack. So in addition to his ability to kind of move across the table and kind of wreck things in melee combat, he can fire these super powerful blaster cannons and be able to shoot multiples per turn.
Yeah.
Right, and that was, I think, key in your strategy when we played.
Oh yeah, I had to control the map and I could control the battlefield with him. Which was a huge advantage, especially he had a lot of small troops. I just had these 2 big guys. So being able to mow down some of my enemies was a really, really great move.
Yeah, it didn't matter kind of where I moved on the board because you had such a kind of radius of attack that even spreading out my troops, you were still able to knock them all down pretty easily. So that was very impressive.
Yeah.
The other ability that he's got is his Battle Surge, right, which is a really interesting kind of risk-reward mechanic. Right, because this allows him to get an extra attack when you reveal your X order marker, which is usually something that you're using as a kind of ruse or a decoy in your kind of order marker orders. But for this character, he gets to actually activate against it. So when that happens, he gets an extra attack on top of everything else he's doing. But there's a risk involved because if he doesn't actually attack, he actually suffers a wound.
Yeah. A blood toll, if you will.
Yeah.
But it was great because if I were charging up on anybody, I knew I was able to take that next attack right away and really put the move economy in my favor.
Yeah, it was actually interesting. When we played, I focused a lot of my firepower down on Diraxis Dragoon, and I eliminated him relatively early in the game by putting all my effort there.
Sacrificial lamb.
But it was kind of it was a double-edged sword because then all your order markers went against Scavareth, and all he was doing was just shooting everything off the board.
It was awesome. It was really fun.
So that ironically kind of got me in trouble because he took over kind of commanding the entire battlefield at that point.
Hey Chris, can you give me the baseball stats, if you will, on each one of these? Their moves, their hit points.
Yep, and that's why I brought the math.
Yeah, the really dry stuff.
Yep.
But it is really important. I know there's a lot of you out there who are wondering.
Yep. So Scavareth has a move of 7, so he's actually a pretty fast mobile model. Right? I'm sorry, he's got a life of 7, so he's a little tanky. His move is 5, I read that wrong. Typically, he's got a melee attack, right? So he's at a range of 1, attack of 4, and a defensive 4. So he's also a pretty tanky beast there, but he's 185 points, so you're paying for what you're getting there.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets that double burst special attack, and he gets that battle surge, right?
What about Dragoon?
So Dragoon, he's got slightly less life. He's at a life of 6, but he's gonna move a 6, so he's a little faster, right? Also has that melee range of 1, but attack is 5, so he's got a really strong melee attack. He rolls a lot of dice, and a higher defense at 5. So, you know, up close, he's doing a lot more damage. He's moving a little faster, and he's a little bit tankier than Scavareth, but those special abilities on Scavareth and that extra life point really pays off.
Yeah.
So they're both relatively high point cost, kind of elite models in both the Ironclad Collective and the Nemesis Warbrood. But I think you definitely get what you pay for based on like us kind of test driving them and playing our little session.
And again, they are exclusive to the HasLab. So if you want to get these two out on the battlefield, you will have to back the HasLab.
Yeah.
To see them. They're not coming out in any other way, any other time.
Nope. Get them now while you can.
Yeah. And another thing we're doing to celebrate 1027 is we are releasing Scenario 1. So if you've got a HeroScape at home, back from its original run, you'll be able to see what that first new scenario is. Chris, you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, in fact, Scenario 1 we designed in kind of response to some of the things we've noticed about the HeroScape world over time. And one of those things is the idea that you can build the battlefield with your opponent, right? So instead of being a pre-designed battlefield like most scenarios are, you're going to set a kind of base layer, and then you're actually going to take turns placing terrain down competitively against each other to kind of build out the battlefield before you actually start rolling dice. So it actually adds this really cool level of strategy because now you can place terrain to block opponents. You can build water lanes so you can limit movement. You can build platforms so you get those advantages. So there's a little bit of strategy kind of baked into that idea of what you're doing by building the battlefield live with your opponent, which makes it really fun and super replayable.
Yeah, Chris was really cutthroat with those water tiles, blocking me away from the power glyphs throughout the game.
Yeah, I had a plan. Didn't work out for me in the end, but it started off perfect in my head.
Absolutely. So if you want Scenario 1, that's over on HasbroPulse.com. So are the cards, the character cards for both of these if you want to dive into those stats that Chris went through. Then be sure to back the HeroScape HasLab that is currently live. Is there anything else we wanted to talk about? Are we good?
I think we've got it all covered.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our friends over at Avalon Hill. Don't forget, HeroScape Age of Annihilation is now funding for HasLab. So we are all the way down at the end of Main Street hanging out with two of our favorite Magic the Gathering Planeswalkers, Jace and Chandra, to help us kind of introduce on Hasbro Pulse the very first high-end roleplay item for Magic the Gathering. So our friends over at Wizards kind of introduced this to the world last week, but we are so excited because Chandra's Pyromancer's Gauntlet launches for pre-order today. So we are absolutely thrilled. We have been working on this product for a really long time, and we are so excited that all of you get to kind of learn about it today. And so actually let's roll the demo video and then we'll kind of get into details. We are so excited about the new Chandra's Pyromancer Gauntlet roleplay item that is launching for pre-order today at the end of the stream for Pulse Premium members and at 8 p.m. for non-premium members. So turn that to lights only as we have this conversation, then we'll go through some of the features. There we go. All right, so this comes, as you saw in the demo video, with 3 different size gloves to fit a variety of different hands, and then it attaches using a buckle system to fit a variety of different size forearms. So after you buckle it on, there are 3 different modes that you can choose from. So you have lights only mode, then you have constant mist and lights, and then you have pulsating mist and lights as well. And then this kind of adjusts up and down. There we go. Perfect. The demo video is, you know, a lot fancier than this, but you get the idea. Perfect. There we go. So it comes with a display stand that also charges the gauntlet. So you can either plug into the back of the display stand or you can plug in directly to the gauntlet. If you are charging through the display stand, there's also a blue LED that will illuminate here and make this glow a lovely blue color. But that's not all. You get this amazing premium collector's box plus all new Chandra artwork by Magali. So we are absolutely thrilled. This artwork is beautiful, but that's not all. We are doing a special limited edition reprint of the Pyromancer's Gauntlet Magic card, complete with a retro border that is usable in modern gameplay using that all new Magali artwork. So what are you guys waiting for? This is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive item, so make sure that you are there when pre-orders open at the end of this stream for Pulse Premium members, and then 8 p.m. for non-premium members. I absolutely cannot wait to get mine. So I think on that note, let's check in with Steve and see what is going to be coming up next. So, hey Steve, where are you at in the building?
Hey, I'm up in Left Foot Blue. Left Foot Blue, that is our in-house video production agency. Have a little think about where that name comes from while I go and check out the Marvel team who are over here in the streaming studio where all the fan streams are. Now, I've been with Marvel for nearly 3 years now, and I love working with Dwight, Dan, and Ryan, but they never let me join in the fun when they do their streams. Not fair. So, I know Ryan isn't very well today, so Ryan, hope you're feeling better, my friend. So there's a space between Dan and Dwight that I'm gonna fill. I'm here at Marvel now. I'm going to gate crash their fan stream. All right? Okay.
Fans could see us playing with our toys.
Boys. Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Steve.
I thought I'd gate crash your party. I'm sorry. Wow, look at him. He's huge.
All right, impressive.
My God, he feels all left out now. That's all right. He's the new big G in town. Now, you know, I like big figures, but I also like little figures as well. And I heard you had some 375s that you were going to announce today, and I want in. Oh, and here's all the stuff here. All right, okay. Let's announce Luke Cage Power Man. Let's take him down there. Will he stand up? He will. So let's talk about Luke Cage Power Man. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, Luke Cage, Power Man, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, however way you want to slice him.
Defender.
Even. See, this is why I have Dwight here, he's my fact checker. So Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, issue 1, 72, early 70s. We wanted to capture that 70s crazy shirt and boot yellowness that's going on. I think he changed the name to Power Man issue 17, I want to say.
Wow, you know your stuff, Steve. Look at you.
Well, I've got notes under the table and the camera's on that so they can't see me. So we wanted to create Luke Cage Power Man, changed his name in issue 17. We went with the bright yellow shirt and boots. We don't have a loose one.
Oh, thank God Ryan's not here. Thank God Ryan's not here.
Here we go. Sorry, Ryan. I'm very sorry. So here's Power Man there. Now, Dwight, it's fortunate that me and you are talking here. Black pants.
Black pants.
Or trousers to the Brits.
Yes, okay.
We have this thing about, is it blue pants? Is it black pants? In the comics, in the olden days, back in the olden days, when you had like black pants, they used a lot of highlights. They used lots of cyans and light blues to show kind of molding and structure around black areas.
Yeah.
And there's a constant debate.
Yes.
So we have a lot. Like, it's black. No, it's blue. No, it's black. It's blue. It's black. It's blue. So in this case, we spoke to Marvel and we decided that Power Man in his early iterations is going to have black pants.
Correct.
Trousers.
Correct.
All right. So that's Power Man. So he is wicked. All right. Now we need someone. Can't stand him up. We need someone else to join him. Where is she? Next one, JB, who's the lead designer on this line.
Shout out to JB.
Hey JB. Favorite character, favorite figure? Spider-Woman. All right, Jessica Drew. First appearance, Marvel Spotlight. Got my notes on the ceiling. Number 32.
Oh, there they are.
All right, yeah, number 32. Let's pop her there. So she first appeared in Marvel Spotlight number 32, got her own series a year or so later in Spider-Woman number 1. We looked at the reference and went, what are we going to do? And we decided, well, the 32 Spotlight, she had a closed cowl like Spider-Man. And you can't do Jessica Drew Spider-Man without the hair. Let's take a closer look at the hair. Sorry, Ryan. This is for JB. So the sculptors did an incredible job. I don't know whether you can get right in on this one. On the hair itself. Beautifully sculpted. It's almost got a life of its own. The trick was making it so that she could actually stand up, he says, as he tries to stand her up here. She does stand up. We'll use little pegs in there. So beautiful balance on the hair. Got the old costume. And also we wanted to play around with the web wings. I don't know the official name, but I'm calling them web wings. You know, Astonishing Tales, Spider-Man had them molded into the forearms. We decided to do it a different way for Jessica, and we made this little plug-in piece, little web that plugs nicely in focus, that plugs nicely into her back there and follows the contour of her arms. So there's Jessica as well. So we have Jessica, we have Power Man. I made a total mess there. They'll be joining Doom, which we've already seen, right? We've already announced that, right?
Yeah, we
it's
did.
already done.
We did.
So I won't open Doom. I'll just for you, Ryan. I'll leave him there.
Right,
so we got So Doom, we've obviously got, which plays beautifully. Thank you, Dan. Which plays beautifully into the Fantastic Four line, which we've got. So we've got 5 Fantastic Fours, kind of, which is fine. Don't worry, it's all good. So these two will be joining Doom in the first wave in 2023, wave 8, I believe, as I'm kind of referring it to. And I just kind of want to tell everybody that, like, yeah, there's 3. We're doing 3 new ones in the new wave. The reason behind that, we're not always going to do 6 and full waves, because it's really important for us that this line attracts new collectors. The collector community out there for the Legends, Marvel Legends 375 is really, really great, very supportive, but I want new people joining. So we always got to make sure that there's the option to get in like the sort of heavy hitter A-listers, Cap, Spidey, etc. like that. And by doing that and getting more people into this line, we can then do the deep cuts where we can go to Jessica and we can go to Luke, and things like that. So just want to give you a little head start on that. So that'll be coming out in 2023. But we've also got the Ghost Rider, right?
The first vehicle in Retro 375.
First vehicle. It's beautiful. And I know when we did PulseCon, we had a little technical hiccup, didn't we? And I don't think everyone saw this. I've actually got one in my pocket because I actually got like what's called a VSP, so it's like an early proto. So you'll notice, I'll come down here. You'll notice there isn't the little decal there, which you will get, and there isn't the light here, but this is one I have in my office that I carry around with me because I just like the way it rolls and it kind of keeps me sane.
It's your pocket figure.
It's my pocket figure, yeah. So, Dan, pre-orders on that? When's that?
It's going to be happening today, right after 10/27. So for Premium Pulse members, this will be one of the Marvel figures that you can pre-order tonight. Whoa.
But you're not having this one because that's my little play one. So I think that's all I've kind of got to say. So a few reveals for you. Thank you so much. The community is fabulous. These guys do an incredible, incredible job of getting all of these figures out along with the Legends. We make hundreds and hundreds of figures per year. We try, it's like, I know we do.
Yeah. There wasn't gray when we started, you know.
You know, and they make the puzzle that fits all the different pieces together to kind of give everybody a little something of what they want. You know, it's impossible to give everybody everything they want all the time. So I'm here to give you guys kudos, because I don't often jump in on these things, to say thank you on behalf of myself, Hasbro, and the community of everything you do. They live and they love this stuff, all right? So give them a clap at home. And now I have got to run because I've got to go and run across the building and get to my next segment. And I'll see you when all this is done.
Don't
all right?
forget the stretch.
Huh? Don't forget the stretch.
Don't forget the stretch.
Oh, I can't. I'm too old for that. All right, I'm out of here. See you, boys.
Bye, Steve.
Love you.
Mr. Steve, everyone.
Well, that was fun. I love leaving a mess wherever I go. Look, Transformers still set up there. I know that BMAC has got a special guest later on today to talk about something very exciting within the Transformers world. So look forward to seeing what happens with that. In the meantime, let's carry on.
Awesome. That was fun, man. Having Steve around, he's a lot sometimes.
Oh, he's a lot. He's chaos and charm.
I love that. Chaos and charm, which sort of describes our HasLab Engine of Vengeance, all right? So thank you for all the fans who have been backing and supporting this HasLab since day one. Yep. We love your support and your passion, and we also hear all the other fans too. This campaign ends on Halloween, and I think that's the most appropriate date, right?
Absolutely.
Dwight, actually, I noticed you took this bad boy for a little joyride as well. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I took this out on the mean streets of Providence.
The mean streets of Providence.
Yeah, that's a lie. I took it to a parking lot into a baseball field. So, at 9 o'clock during my daughter's soccer. But what we did is we had some fun with this. We took some pictures of it, of what this thing could look like in environments. We know toy photographers love to have fun. We know that you guys want to know what this is going to really look like in your collection and what you can do with it. And that's something that we can't do with those early proto 3D images. So I thought the best way would be to take this thing out for myself and have some fun. So that's what I did, and it was a good time.
I love those images, and I can't wait for the rest of the ACBA community to get their hands on this and take their own shots of the Engine of Vengeance. So
absolutely.
For those of you who do not know the base offering, Dwight, why don't you just quickly take them through what we have here in our Engine of Vengeance?
Sure. So first thing, what you're seeing is the car in Hellfire mode, and you can snap down on it, and it goes into full illumination. You have Ghost Rider. He'll have 2 fire pieces. It has an alternate Robbie Reyes and hood. It has the Street Legal mode, which is the 4 new tires and the standard blower. So you can do this. You can play with this thing in a lot of different ways, guys, and none of them are wrong. They're all an awesome way to enjoy this vehicle. Fully designed interior, exterior, lots of LEDs, lots of glowing madness. It rolls in both modes and is a fully functional, awesome muscle car for hopefully we can all add to our collections and have a lot of fun with it.
I just love the detailing. I wish everybody could see this thing in person. When we took it to New York Comic Con, people had only awesome things to talk about once they saw the Engine of Vengeance in person. The size, the scale. Oh, look at that.
Brimstone risers.
Brimstone risers as well.
Shaboom, shaboom. So, boom, there you go.
But we don't just have the base offering here today for you. We actually have some new news, but before that, let's go through the tiers too.
We have a new reveal, but before we get to that, I would like to show you what we've currently shown. We have Mephisto with alternate hands, which is fantastic. We have the Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor, also with alternate hands and human skull, because she's creepy. And the brand new reveal, the final tier, is a little bit more of a good guy to the set. So we have Damien Hellstrom, the son of Satan, to add a nice rounding out feel to this assortment. So you got some bad guys, you got some good guys, and we think Damien looks fantastic. He's got his trident.
Yeah, can we get a close up on his chest? Look at that.
Yeah, he's got his logo on his chest. He also comes with alternate fist and hands to grab his trident. He's got his bare feet. We went with more of his modern look. Even though his classic look, actually his first appearance was with Ghost Rider. So, it kind of makes a nice little tie into the whole set here. And this is the ultimate offering for the Engine of Vengeance with Maddie unlocked at 10,000, Damien at 11, and Mephisto at 12.
There you have it, folks. So our HasLab Engine of Vengeance here, the base offering, as you see here, comes with the vehicle, Robbie Reyes, all the accessory pieces, and the tiers are gonna be Mephisto, Madeline, and Damien. So I'm super excited about this.
Likewise.
And I cannot wait to see those backer counts go up on Halloween. So Halloween is the last day for your support in our HasLab Engine of Vengeance. Stick with us. Thank you guys for supporting from day one.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys who have been with us all along, and we hope for a strong finish. And I know for those of you guys who have seen this in person, how much you've loved it. Spread the good word, and let's try to get this thing over the finish line.
But I think now it's time to give some of our 6-inch collectors something to talk about. So we have a couple of reveals just for you, and we have one item at the end that you're going to be able to pre-order. So stay tuned. Dwight, let's talk about our first reveal. I really like this character because he has some nice shades and an awesome jacket. So let's bring out that first character. Who we got?
Loving the jacket, man. We have Wonder Man here. So we have Safari Jacket Wonder Man. So yeah, he's going to be part of an upcoming Build-A-Figure wave that the Build-A-Figure is yet to be revealed, so it's mystery blacked out there. And along with Wonder Man, we got some cool little extra things. He's got his glasses like Dan mentioned. He's got his flying belt, his belt thrusters, and the fire on his belt pop right out, which is cool.
Oh, that's
so you can have him for standing on your shelf or flying if you use one of our flight stands. He's got a couple extra set of hands, grabbing hands. He's got the fist shown there. He's got his big gold bangle bracelets and his awesome, beautiful safari jacket. So everything you would need for a actor / a superhero hybrid Marvel Legends figure.
The next character, though, that we wanted to reveal, she's been on Ryan's character list, actually. She has also a lot of cool weapons as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's bring out the next reveal.
Miss Belova, perhaps?
Oh.
So classic Yelena here. So Yelena is stocked to the teeth with weapons. She's got 2 handheld blasters. She's got a large rifle. She's got different effects. She's got fist, some blast effects for her blasters, a couple smoke effects. So tons of accessories. She's got a really cool look and her awesome multi-lens, 6 lenses. Is there 6? 4?
Yeah, six.
You know, night vision kind of goggles.
Why don't we bring out the next character, which is a baddie within the Marvel Universe?
Yeah, 100% baddie, because Yelena goes back and forth, right?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
depending on what world she's playing in. But Mr. Von Strucker here is just a jerk. Just straight up. He's a Hydra jerk. He's donning the Satan Claw. It's got some cool power effects that you can wrap around it. He's in his full jerk motif, which is fun for Mr. Strucker. He's got his monocle, which is inset into his eye. He's got the double pinless arms and legs in really, really bright classic Hydra green and yellow, which is really kind of fun. And, you know, what you remember him as when he was wearing this look in the comics. So a really cool version of Von Strucker to add another bad guy, a higher ranking bad guy to your villains shelf.
I love the green. It's like we've been talking a lot about green this week and for other characters too, right, Dwight? So this green is gonna match an upcoming thing that's coming out, right, Dwight?
Yeah.
All right, I think we could give that to these. I just love, can we get a close up on the monocle? I just love that. That's awesome, man.
And all his gross photoreal scarring all over his face.
It's amazing. These are gonna come out, like Dwight said, in a Build-A-Figure wave that's gonna come out in 2023. Stay tuned, pre-orders will probably be dropping later on this year. But the next item that we are going to show is something that we teased at the end of PulseCon. So at PulseCon, the last item that we teased was a VHS 2-pack, right? Of one of the shows that I bug you every single day. I'm not joking.
I'm watching
You're watching it.
I'm watching it. Well, you know, if we're going to be doing more and more of these things, I gotta re-educate myself. So it happens.
All right. So at PulseCon, we showed off a 2-pack that had the next character that we're going to show. So why don't we bring out that next character first, which is one and only Carnage.
Yeah. So this is our first kind of animated patterning on Carnage. So in comics, all of his black and red is very icky and slimy. In the animation, it's a lot more jagged and more precise with the pieces. So we took that and applied it to one of our Carnage figures. We updated his body type. The last time we did Carnage, he was on, I believe it was on the Bucky Cap body.
I think it was on the smaller body.
Now we're using the 2099 body, which gives you the more articulation. It gives you the butterflies. And he's got alternate hands. He's got smaller claw hands. He's got his large claw, his big blade. He's got the symbiote back thing. And we took our previous Cletus head and we added the photoreal to it. So it really makes a big difference. The quality of the photoreal is amazing. Everybody, you guys are all talking about how much you guys love these new photoreal brought onto the comic classic characters as well, as we've been doing for so long in the MCU. But it's newer now with the comic stuff, and it really takes the figures to the next level. So there is a pretty sweet update for Carnage.
Yeah, well, we said it was a 2-pack though, so this is the one that I've been waiting for here.
All right.
The Shocker, if you guys get that reference, look it up at the show. But Shocker, here we go.
Boom. We've got a new Peter in his symbiote costume. So some differences and newness to this one. This one is pinless. This one has your toes. You guys got to thank Dan at the next show for the toes. That was this guy. So he's got the toes, he's got pinless arms, pinless legs, he's on the super articulated body. He comes with multiple hands. He's got thwip hands, fist hands, web crawling hands. So lots of hands for Spider-Man. And we gave him the really cool blue highlights that were obviously part of the animated show. So it's the first time we've applied it to the figure here, Peter, and as you go around on his arms, his chest, his legs, even down on his toes, it has that really cool blue highlight as you can see on screen now. So a really, really strong update, we think, for this costume, and a really great 2-pack to lead this new VHS double pack.
Yeah, the double pack. So here is the closer look at the double pack here. It has Spider-Man and Carnage. I just love how we took some of that retro card like graphics to kind of recreate this double pack. So shout out to our creative services team that always kill it with the packaging here. So this is going to be a Shop Disney Hasbro Pulse exclusive. This is going to be pre-orderable tonight, right after 1027 is over. For all fans, though, it will be available for pre-order as well on Hasbro Pulse at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, check this out. I wish I had a VCR right now just to like put this next to it. You know what I mean? Thanks, fans, for joining us here. Ryan, get better, man. Be safe, everyone there. Thank you for joining us again. And Hasbro Pulse Premium members, you're going to be able to pre-order this 2-pack and our Retro 375 Ghost Rider and vehicle right after this stream. All other fans, you'll be able to pre-order at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So till then, guys, be safe. Peace out. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Always so nice to see our friends over at Marvel. Don't forget to go and back that Engine of Vengeance HasLab. I know that I already have. So we're continuing our trip down Main Street where we have some amazing brands represented, including the new Nerf Gel Fire that you saw at San Diego Comic-Con, Peppa Pig, Magic the Gathering, which as you know is going to be celebrating its 30th anniversary, and certainly not least, Power Rangers. So I think our friends Pam and Jordan actually have some new Power Rangers news, including a product reveal and maybe a special guest. So let's check it out.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks for joining us for our Power Rangers segment for 1027. We are super excited today to announce 2 Lightning Collection figures. So first off, we have the Blue Centurion from Turbo.
Check him out. This is going to be one of our first Turbo releases for 2023. Blue Centurion coming in with his all new, newly sculpted body.
Pinless body.
Very pinless body. Now, let's turn him this way. So one of the really cool things about the Blue Centurion is that he features a ton of accessories and this really unique translucent treatment on his body. He was a very tricky character to do, which is why he's in the deluxe line with all new tooling and a high number of extra added parts that are unique to his character. Let's get into his accessories. He comes with his Centurion Synergizer. Here it is in baton mode. It also comes in blaster mode with the removable blast effect. Boop. And in badge mode. What's cool about the badge mode is that it can actually be holstered in either one of his thigh holsters because they are swappable parts. Does he want to keep his badge in his left side or right side? Who knows? The space law is mysterious. You can also see he's holding his whistle in his hand, which he uses to summon his Zord, the Robo Racer. And lastly, he includes 2 closed fists for the extra posing ability. We're really excited to bring some Turbo love to the Lightning Collection line. And I think you guys will have a lot of fun posing out and playing with the Blue Centurion in your collection. What's next?
Yeah, check out this cool packaging. But we actually have one more reveal for you today, and we have a special guest who's gonna announce it.
Hello, everybody out there. Hey, this is Justin Nemo from Power Rangers in Space 1998, better known as Zane, the Silver Ranger. Been working with Hasbro on something very awesome here. Like more phenomenal would be a good word for it. So I've cut the tape on the box and we're gonna do a big product reveal. First time for me seeing it, first time for you seeing it. So let's dive right in. Excuse the excitement since it's the first time I've seen this. And hopefully, oh, I've already got the chills. So, what? No way. We've got the Silver Cycle. Heck yes. Oh my goodness, 6 inches tall. The bike's 8 inches long. Comes with a face sculpt. All right, get that box out of the way. Let's get into this and see what's going on. Guys, you did really good on the box alone. I mean, oh well. All right, so we have another face sculpt, and I'm really curious to see what this is going to be in likeness of me, so let's check that out. Yeah, that is cool. That's looking so tough. The hair's a little bit different than the last one, which I like this one even better, yes. And we have a new action figure in there. Obviously, it's in the box, but the, man, he's got so much movement to this. So you got the chest, the arms, rotate, spins, the hands spin. There's another set of hands in here, so those are going to spin as well. Oh, that's so cool. Even the feet move on this thing. You're going to be able to pose this in so many ways, guys. There's the head sculpt. Take the helmet off. What do you know? Super Silverizer. We've got the weapons. Love it. And the bike. Oh my God, this is bad to the bone. All right, so the detail in the wheels, that's like perfect. That goes way back. We got movement in both wheels, and you can actually turn the bike. So if you want to be able to push it down the road, that's cool. Kickstand, gotta love the kickstand. Make all the different poses. Wow, guys, this is really good. The front, the back, the sides. I don't even know where to begin with this. It's like I want to put him on the bike and go for a ride. So who's going to get him one of these? Or two. Remember, you need two. One in the box, one out of the box. So there you go. Thanks, Hasbro. Knocked it out of the park.
Thanks, Justin. So all of these 2 figures are going to be available for pre-orders after this event for Hasbro Pulse members at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for everybody else. So that's not all for our Power Ranger segment. We also have some entertainment updates, and one thing that we have is really wanted to talk about Cosmic Fury. So we have a special clip from Kai, who plays the Blue Ranger on Dino Fury, who's going to be showing off something cool.
What's up, Ranger Nation? It's your boy Kai Moya, and I play Ollie Akana, the Blue Ranger on Power Rangers Dino Fury, and now I can finally say it, Cosmic Fury as well. I'm really sorry that I missed the PulseCon, but I'm here to make it up to you guys for this 1027 event. So we're going to reveal to you my Power Rangers Cosmic Fury blue suit. So right here we got, ooh, look at Tessa and Jordan. They're looking great on their green and gold Ranger. I love it. It looks so cool. Man, they're going to be strong. Ooh, and there is the Cosmic Fury Blue Ranger. Look at that. We have a new weapon. It's the Triceratops Blaster. We got the upgrades, the power-ups, the shields on the shoulder. Man, oh, I can't wait to fight Scori's Beast in space. That's awesome. Okay, I hope you guys are so stoked and excited, just as I am, for Cosmic Fury and this new suit. We look so cool. It's going to be awesome, and we're making history. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Thanks, Kai. That looked awesome. Those Cosmic Fury costumes are super cosmic. And one of the cool things that I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing is all the new weapons that the Rangers are coming with. I can't wait to see.
It's going to be super exciting. But yeah, that's not actually all. For all of our entertainment updates, we are really excited today to talk to you about some upcoming 30th anniversary special news. And we really wanted to announce and confirm some of the cast members that will be returning. And that includes David Yost.
But it also includes Walter E. Jones.
It also includes Steve Cardenas.
Love you, Rocky. You can also look forward to seeing Catherine Sutherland.
Also, Karen Ashley.
And Johnny Young Bosch.
And that's not all. We have one additional thing to announce, and that is going to be our newest cast member, and it is going to be Charlie Kirsch. And she's going to be playing Min, who is going to be the daughter of a fan favorite, Trini. So we're really excited about that. So thank you everyone for joining us today for our Power Rangers segments. Don't forget to pick up your Lightning Collection pre-orders today for after this event on Hasbro Pulse for Hasbro Pulse Premium members and at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for everybody else. Thanks!
We love you! Now we're going to hand over to my good friends and fellow rebels, the Star Wars team, who, as I understand it, are scattered across the galaxy. So it is my mission to infiltrate Left Foot Blue's Imperial network. I have no idea what all these little buttons do, and I'm a bit frightened. Where is an astromech when you need one? I do have one idea though. Left Foot Blue leader.
Yes, Steve.
Hello, mate. How you doing? I need a clearance code, please, for to connect the Star Wars team together. Have you got one for me?
Sure. Try 1.
1.
1.
1.
3.
3.
8.
3, 8, of course. What an idiot. Okay, I've always wanted to do this. That is awesome. All right, Star Wars team, I think I have you connected. Over to you.
Thanks, Steve. Hi, fans. Welcome to the Star Wars section of the Hasbro Pulse 1027 event. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jing. I'm the brand manager for Star Wars, and I have with me
Chris. I'm design manager for Star Wars.
You guys all know Chris, so you know he's worked on Star Wars forever. So we had a jam-packed year so far, and I know you're here to listen to the great reveals that we have for Hasbro Pulse 1027 event, but just bear with me because there's so much going on. I just want to recap it for you really quickly. So we have our first person convention. In over 2 years, we haven't had that in a long time, starting with Star Wars Celebration earlier this year, and then San Diego Comic-Con. And we saw some great fans at those events. It was always good to connect with those that joined us. And then, of course, just last month, we had the third Hasbro PulseCon event, a jam-packed 2-day event where Star Wars closed the show. And it was so eventful, it was so fun. So thanks to all the fans for tuning in there. And on top of that, we also kicked off our Bring Home the Galaxy program, where we partner closely with Lucasfilm and reveal some great Star Wars products every Tuesday. It started last Tuesday and it's going into December. So our first reveal for that program was last week, where we showed off the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi retro figures. And of course, we pipelined this recently with great excitement. We have the Phase 2 clone helmet from Clone Wars. And then, of course, just this past Tuesday, we had another great reveal, another role play item. We had the Luke Skywalker FX Elite lightsaber from The Mandalorian. So all awesome news. That was a great way to kick off Bring Home the Galaxy, and there's so many more coming in the coming weeks through December. But we're not done. There's one more. Just for those fans that are there right now, as you know, Star Wars is there at London Comic-Con. Hasbro has a great booth there. Our very own Patrick is there on the floor representing us. So please come by and say hi to him while you're there. And for those that are not there, we do have a live stream this Saturday. So please tune in to Hasbro Pulse, where we will recap all the great reveals that are happening on site. So that is this Saturday on a live stream as well. So that was a lot, but there's so much going on for Star Wars. We just wanted to take a moment and just let everyone know about what's happening. But back to the main event today, we have the Hasbro Pulse 1027 event, where we have 4 great reveals. So Chris and I will be sharing that with you. We have 3 from Black Series, 1 from Vintage. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start with the Vintage Collection reveal. For the Vintage Collection, we have a trooper that we've seen in some of the newest and hottest entertainment, The Mandalorian. So introducing the Artillery Trooper. So I have him here for those that want to see it up close and personal. So this trooper was shown for a brief moment in the show, but we thought he had such a big impact and such a unique, beautiful color for a trooper. And he also comes with that amazing heavy weapon that you see in live action. So he comes with the updated Stormtrooper body with rocker ankles, an iconic yellow patterning like we mentioned. Just feels like a trooper that we can really play with. He has a newly tooled backpack, holds 4 individual mortar pieces that snap in. You'll notice that one of them is missing, and that's because he's holding onto it. He's ready to insert that into the mortar cannon. That also comes with a kickstand. And he also comes with an E11 blaster. So again, jam-packed figure, so much to play with. And for the packaging, it is a compilation render from the on-set costume shot with a visual of the background from the scene in the show. So those are some great fun images as well. For pre-order, as you know, Pulse has expanded to a few more major markets in Europe. So sharing a little bit more pre-order info with you today. Luckily, all figures that we're sharing today are mainline figures, and they all share the same pre-order information as well. So hopefully no confusion on where you can get it. This one, mainline figure, that includes US, Canada, UK, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and all the Pulse markets, basically. And for pre-order, it's available today, 10/27, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And this figure is available spring of 2023. Chris, you want to take it away for Black Series?
Yeah, so moving on to Black Series for our final 3 reveals. First, we're going to stick with some Mandalorian. This one comes from an action-packed episode where we see our hero himself donning armor that's a little unusual for him. We have Din Djarin in his costume from Morak here. So obviously here we see Mando himself disguised as in his trooper outfit, removable helmet, and the blaster. He doesn't need more than that. I mean, we saw how well he handled as himself. So really some great action scenes in that. But he has a new head sculpt, really nice head sculpt here. The team did such a fantastic job and great deco on there, just really capturing that likeness of Din Djarin. The weathering on the outfit, we'll talk a little bit about that because it's a similar outfit to what Migs Mayfeld was wearing, but this one's got subtle differences in the weathering and details going on there. So really fun addition to the collection. Packaging for this guy, love the illustration on this package. So the illustration render on the front there, we've got him, wanted to highlight him with that removable helmet. So holding that, the fun illustration on the side of pack, just like all our normal ones do, and it fits right into that Mandalorian lineup. So just fun stuff, available summer of 2023.
It's a fun throwback. I actually did the Migs Mayfeld reveal at PulseCon last year. And now we're doing the Mando one this year. So build a whole collection because I love them both. And that was such a fun scene from The Mandalorian. Okay, so that was a great way to kick off Black Series. Thank you, Chris. But we're going to move on to a different entertainment, a hero still in his own right. From gaming this time, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, we're revealing the Black Series Cal Kestis figure. So it's a brand new figure with an existing BD-1 droid. His accessories, he comes with the blaster and lightsaber and a holster to hold his blaster. So he is posed out ready to pull it out. And again, he's based off of that new Star Wars Jedi Survivor video game. So we can't wait for that. And his outfit, like it has that updated look to reflect the upcoming new video game. So we think he looks so handsome. He looks so great. And it's fun to add for the packaging that little droid in the render where he's peeking up above the footer. And we have some great reference, which is reflected in the background of the illustration. So we worked really closely with Lucasfilm to get this one out. It's available summer of 2023.
Cool. Well, moving on to our final reveal. We're going back to some classic stuff this time, but still another big, well-known character. And as you guys know, a big beat for us next year in 2023 is the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. So we felt like we just wanted to add in a little reveal from that program here. And this one is a deluxe figure coming back with all his awesome accessories. That's right, it's the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett figure. So it's a re-release of that original Return of the Jedi deluxe Boba Fett figure with all the great accessories, just like the original. The flame accessory, the backpack flames, the blaster, the split blaster where it gets cut in 2 pieces. That's down here on the little base. Grappling hook, jetpack, all that stuff, just jam-packed. And obviously we love posing him out. Like he's just kind of balanced here, glued down on his foot, so really fun. But We refined some details on the yellow on his backpack's a little refined, just to nail some stuff there. And then the packaging, we wanted to pay homage to those great classic Kenner card backs. So on this, we've got the same film out image there, and it's the same format as all our other Black Series 40th program packages, so it fits right into that collection. The blister's extra deep on this guy though, so we can fit all those accessories in there, but still maintaining that great look. So really cool figure, available on shelf spring of 2023. And just as a reminder, for all these figures that we've shown today, all the pre-orders are available today starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, and our mainline figures. So that means they're going to be widely available, including on HasbroPulse.com and in all our markets that we've talked about earlier. So don't miss out. All right, that's it for all the reveals from today. Thanks to all our fans for joining for the Star Wars part of the 1027 event. We really appreciate you guys always being here to celebrate all these great products and announcements alongside us. And don't forget, join us this weekend for the Hasbro Pulse live stream, recapping all the great London Comic-Con news. That's at 11 a.m. on Saturday, Eastern Time. And stay tuned for all the great reveals coming as part of Bring Home the Galaxy. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much to our friends over on the Star Wars team for that fabulous update. So one of my personal favorite things about working at 1027 is being surrounded by iconic characters every day, such as Optimus Prime. So don't forget that at PulseCon, you saw the new Transformers Light Bright that's currently available for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse. But that's not all for Transformers news, right, Optimus? I think that our friend Thu actually has a really cool update for us. So, hey Thu, what's new in the world of Transformers?
Thanks, Emily. Hello, Transformer fans. My name is Theo Adams. You may remember me from Hasbro PulseCon last month, the preview show. Hasbro have invited me back to unveil a new HasLab Transformers project that I actually don't know anything about just yet. So I'm pretty buzzed to see what it is and what it involves, and I'm pretty sure you are as well. So what do you say? Let's roll this tape and let's all find out together. absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh, Deathsaurus is happening.
See,
wild.
perfect. So I didn't want to let you know what was going on. What's going on, man? It's good to have you here. I'm super glad that Hasbro Pulse was able to reach out to you to do this with us. We know you're a huge fan of Deathsaurus, and we wanted to bring this to life. So you can see I got my buddy Victory Saber here. He's going to start shipping soon, but we had to make sure you understand that Deathsaurus goes with Victory Saber, right? So we want to do a little comparison, unveil this. I have a block model because we're still kind of pretty early stages. You saw some modernized CAD that literally came in last week, but let's take a look at him here in his block model. And you can see he is a big, beefy boy. He's got some wings. He's got his sword. Lots of fun going on here. If we spin him around, he gets this arrow attachment that goes with the eagle chest bow. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. There's so much to talk about on this guy. So what are you thinking? Are how many of you already back? Did you go back 5 instantly while you were watching the video, or?
I was just blown away, but honestly, I'm stunned that Deathsaurus is getting a modern update. That's incredible news. Yeah, it looks dynamite. I love that it has the two sort of. It's sort of like a Soundwave situation, is that you kind of stack them up on the inside. Is that right?
Yeah, so the eagle chest sits on the front. It's kind of like his breastplate. It also turns into a bow, which you saw in that dynamic posability shot. And then there's also the eagle chest Micromaster that comes out of the chest, turns into that bird. Eagle mode also becomes a blaster that will go in his hand. But yeah, I mean, again, so 11,000 backers, guys. Same deal as we had with Victory Saber. $179.99 here in the US. You're getting a guy that's a little bit bigger, so they actually they're in scale with each other, so you can do the dynamic fight scene from the finale of the show. They both have their sword. You can do a lot of really fun things here, but you guys also want to talk about unlocks, right? So our first tier that you can unlock was a weapons pack. And obviously, Victory Saber came with the really big blaster, but that's nothing. This is a big blaster. This living metal destroying cannon, just absolutely massive. It goes in his hand. It has a handle here. Again, this is the block model, so we're being really gentle with this. Most of the time, they don't let us marketers touch these things. They're afraid we're going to break them. So I gotta be good with it here. And then we got the spiked flail, and it's got this movable chain, so you can do a lot of fun things with it. It's got this really awesome hilt. It's going to be great. Again, still just that prototype model there, so some things subject to change. The chain will still be flexible, that I promise you. And then we couldn't have a fun HasLab if it didn't include some blast effects. We know you guys like these, so you can kind of see you're getting those 2 sets there, so you can do what you want, putting it in the living metal destroying cannon, shooting out, or you can do it when you get Deathsaurus in his alt mode. You can do it like blast effects coming out of his feet, fire coming out of his mouth. A lot of choices to go on there. 17,000 backers, you get the display base. Again, this is the basic block model one. There's going to be a lot of cool scribe lines that really look like that Decepticon warship that he is on. And then it has the adjustable arm that you can display him in bot mode like we have here, or you can adjust it so you can do it for the alt mode. You'll also notice on his arm, his tail becomes that Death Tailor shield. So a lot of fun to deal with there. And then he couldn't be the Emperor without having a Decepticon throne, right? So, block model of the throne.
Yes.
You literally get to put Deathsaurus in his bot mode, sitting on this throne, lording over everybody. It's just massive. It's a super fun way to display your Deathsaurus. The throne is designed for Eagle Chest to sit up here in his bird mode, so he can look over everybody as well. There's so much stuff to do here, more stuff than I could even possibly reveal, given an hour. But yeah, what are you thinking?
That is stunning. I'm delighted to see a bit of Transformers Victory representation sort of coming through in such high-end sort of spectacle. I think I can speak for a lot of my pals, at least, and a lot of folks in the fandom when Deathsaurus is kind of a huge deal, and because the original toy was so sort of scarce in the first place, this is going to be quite a hit. I think this is going to be a massive addition to a lot of people's collections. Like, it looks stunning. The wingspan, the chest, armament there. It looks just incredible.
Super fun. It's Yuki-san at Takara Tomy worked on this one. He also worked on Victory Saber. So like, it's just, he has a passion for this property, obviously, right? He showed us that last time, and we just knew that he needed to do this one as well. And it comes through, you saw the CAD in the video, and that's the PTO. So you can see all those details that got added since this block model, and it's coming together great. I can't wait to get photos of the painted model in hand so that we can show you guys exactly how this is going to look like. We've seen it digitally. Just want to make sure that model gets put together. It all comes together right before we show you exactly the colors. But I promise you that when you pose this with your Victory Saber on shelf, you get to create that scene however you want to do it. You want to do it in Jet versus Dragon/Griffin mode, or you want to do the sword battle mode. You get to do all that posability with these stands. I mean, I think you obviously need 3 at least Deathsaurus, probably 5. So you can have one in the throne, one standing for the fight, one in alt mode, one in the box, and then one just because you need an extra one to mess around with. So you got to max out on that limit of 5, right?
You can never have too many, can you? God, it does look good next to Victory Saber as well. It just has that that sort of juxtaposition between the way these two guys look. Like Victory Saber is ultimate sort of hero vibes, and Deathsaurus is just this huge, vicious monster of a creature.
I didn't break him, guys. I'm just kidding. I broke the block model. Send it back. But yeah, you can see like you really will get to create that battle scene. And he has that massive sword that was in the animation clip there going into the side Victory Saber. And you can see exactly why it's able to do that, because it is just that big. And obviously his shield is quite a bit bigger than Victory Saber's because it's mainly his entire tail. But a lot of fun, a lot of detail will go into this as we continue to develop it.
Incredible. I'd love to see it's sort of a kaiju, isn't it? His alternate mode. It's like a huge dragon, griffin, chicken monster thing. And I'm quite looking forward to definitely want to see that reproduced in gorgeous high-end plastic. Give it to me.
Yeah,
Can you chuck that over, please? I'll take it.
So funny enough, I'm actually going to be taking this with me to London. I'm coming to the MCM London this weekend. So this block model will be on display for everybody in London that's coming to the Comic-Con to get a chance to see it. In the Hasbro Pulse booth, I'm going to bring this Victory Saber with me as well, so you guys can just really see those comparisons in case, get a chance. Showing the UK some love. Pulse expanded there last year. We're super excited to get a chance to go back to MCM. And we're going to show off this beautiful HasLab to you wonderful people first. So you get to see it in person literally this weekend.
Let's go, London. That is awesome.
All right, so yeah, let me reiterate all the fun legal stuff, I guess. 11,000 backers to unlock your base Deathsaurus. That base Deathsaurus includes Deathsaurus in his bot or alt mode, whichever way you want to display him. The 2 chest masters, both Eagle chest and Tiger chest, his sword, as well as the arrow accessory that makes the bow, a full bow there. That's the base, and the Death Teller's shield, obviously, since that's his tail when he's in his alt mode. So that's your base offering for 11,000. If we get to 14,000 backers, you unlock the weapons pack, which is kind of out front here, which is the living metal destroying cannon, the flail with the posable chain and the mace ball, and then the 2 sets of blast effects. And then at 17,000 backers, you get to unlock the Emperor's Throne, as well as this giant display base and the adjustable arm that lets you pose him out in either bot or alt mode. So yeah. That's your whole offering. We didn't want to do the whole, we'll come back at you with a tier in a week thing. We just wanted to let everybody know, if you want your whole Deathsaurus, 17,000 people back this, you get all of it. This is Deathsaurus. This is the whole offering. You can then have it battle your Victory Saber, which is going to start to ship soon. And you really just get to, recreate that series in a fun way here. And if you happen to get your Minerva and your Galaxy Shuttle, you can have a little more fun with it too, right? You get to keep building out that Victory universe a little bit.
Excellent. Transformers Victory, let's say go. That's
let's say go, right? And I mean, I'm happy because I always say I'm the Decepticon guy, right? So I wanted the bad guy. Like, Victory Saber was cool, and it's the first HasLab I got to launch being on this team. But when we actually got to bring this Deathsaurus to life, I'm like, yeah, bad guy. We got to do a bad guy. This is great. We got to get it out there. So, I don't think we're going to have a problem. I'm pretty sure by the time we get off the stream and I go check the site, we're going to be pretty close to funding the base tier, right? I mean, it's a pretty awesome project. Again, here in the US, $179.99, 11,000 backers. Pretty easy project to get behind, especially if you bought Victory Saber. So any last words for the fans before we take off?
For me, I mean, I'm just delighted to be part of unveiling this thing. This is kind of a huge moment. We love a villain. We love Decepticons, Transformers Victory. Love to see representation coming through. Yeah, I'm in. Where do I put my number in? Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, obviously, HasbroPulse.com. It's live now. You can go back this. It's going to run from today, October 27th, through 11:59 p.m. on Monday, December 12th on HasbroPulse.com. For everybody, we're Hasbro Pulse Services. For those of you in PAC and Asia, there will be retailers that will be covering you as well, so check where you backed for Victory Saber. Should be roughly the same retailers in those markets. I mean, as soon as we get off the stream here, I'm literally going to go back mine. I know it, like, I just need to go get them because I got Victory Saber, I got to get Deathsaurus, right? So, yeah.
Same. Get
so
behind me.
Thanks to everybody who did this 1027 event for Hasbro Pulse. Thanks, Stu, for joining us from across the pond. Going to be over your area in a day or so. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to show this off at the MCM. Thanks, everybody, for joining our 1027 Hasbro Pulse Premium event. We will see you all next time. Thanks.
Right on. See you soon.
Okay, we are in the middle of Light Bright Way at what we call The Hinge, which is an art installation that was put together to represent design and engineering coming together. A bit like, see my segue there, Selfie Series, perfect example. And I've actually got my Selfie Series here, little Spidey Steve. There he is. I'm gonna have to get another one because I've had my hair cut since then, but hey, I'm a collector. I'll take two, it's not a problem at all. So for $59.99 for the Selfie Series, you can put yourself on your shelf. You scan yourself in, beep, 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 customize it, and have your own action figure of your very, very, very own. It's amazing. But you don't have to take my word for it. Recently at Comic-Con down in San Diego, we had some fans come and take part in the Selfie Series experience. And when they got their figures, we were there with videos to capture their response. Let's take a look at what they thought.
Hi, I'm Raymond. I did the Hasbro Selfie Series experience at Comic-Con.
My name is Brennan. I've been collecting action figures forever.
I'm Laura, and I got to experience the Selfie Series figures at the Comic-Con this summer. And this is my figure right here. I am super excited about it. Obviously, I've never had my face on a toy before, so this is a great experience.
Yeah, I love this packaging. Nice bright colors and cool. So I love the plastic-free option here with the display so that you can unbox it, have it on display, and you can put it away, so that's great. So check it out. I did the Ghostbusters figure.
It captured my smile perfectly. When I opened this up, I knew it was me. And with my chubby cheeks and my big smile, and I love it.
And so here I am in plastic form, and I gotta say, it looks really good. I have to admit, I was a little bit skeptical. When you first see the image in the app, you wonder, how much it's actually going to look like me. Now that I have it in hand, I couldn't be more thrilled with how it came out.
So looking at this for the first time, looking at the face, I'm pretty impressed with being able to capture my likeness on such a tiny figure.
I loved the different options that were available, especially for the hair. So I really wanted to find one that matched the figure type and matched my personality, and there was lots of choices.
I was so excited. My mom saw it, and she thought it was really cool. I've shown some people at work and said, hey, look, who is this picture, or who's this action figure? And they're like, How did you get an action figure of yourself?
Hasbro Selfie Series.
Make room on your shelf.
For yourself.
All right, Steve, where are you at? Let's wrap this up.
I'm coming down light bright way as you speak, and I'm
Ooh,
sure
well-
we're going to meet her just there. She is.
Perfect. Hello.
What a day.
Oh my God, we covered so much information. This has been great.
Unbelievable. Thank you for helping out.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me.
Anytime.
I'm so glad I had these best friend matching sweatshirts.
I am.
Just, hanging out.
I'm never going to take it off.
It's a good look on you. All right, so as a quick wrap up for all of our friends at home, I'm going to rattle off some lists.
Cool.
So starting now for Hasbro Pulse Premium members, pre-orders are open. So head on over to HasbroPulse.com, or there should be a code somewhere on the screen around us. You can scan that as well.
That's where it's gonna
be. 8 p.m. is when pre-orders will also open up for non-premium members. Okay, so pre-orders are open. We have 3 HasLabs that are currently funding: Marvel Legends Engine of Vengeance, Avalon Hill's HeroScape, and the brand new Transformers HasLab that just launched 10 minutes
Looks
ago,
awesome. Love
which
it.
is fabulous. And that's not it. That's not all. There we go. We are doing giveaways. So for Hasbro Pulse Premium members, how many times can I say that in a row?
You can say it.
Just a couple times. So we are doing giveaways of PulseCon convention exclusive merchandise, of our PulseCon exclusive figures. So head on over to HasbroPulse.com again, or wherever the code ended up, scan that. We are also doing giveaways of signed Sergeant Slaughter posters from when I had the privilege of hanging out with Sarge for PulseCon.
Name drop.
Hi, Sarge. It was nice to see
Sarge.
you.
He doesn't know who I am.
No,
It's fine.
it's fine. He's such a nice guy.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of it.
I think that's it.
We covered a lot of stuff.
You were pretty incredible with the information.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you're here with me. Goodness me, I'd have forgotten everything. I think all that's left to say is thank you. Thank you for coming to us again, visiting our home again, 2 years in a row. Hopefully we'll do it next year. Remember to keep the community going. We love what you do. We love the community that you're building. Keep collecting, keep playing, keep spreading the word about all the great brands that we all love. We're collectors and brand lovers ourselves. Again, thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you, and I love it that you come to us and that we'd like to go to them.
Yeah.
We should come around your house next year. We're going to do that. All right, we're coming around your house next year.
So at the end of all the G.I. Joe streams, we like to take a selfie to commemorate our experience. So could we take a selfie, but could you take it because your arms are much longer
I
than
have
mine?
very long monkey arms. All right, we're going to get the crew in and all of you at home or wherever you're hanging out. Oh, that kind of thing. Here we go. Smile, everyone. Fantastic.
Perfect.
All right.
All right.
All that remains to be said is.
Should we hip bump our way out?
Why don't we do that?
Oh yeah.
All right, we'll hit bump it,
okay.
but never stop playing.
Never stop playing,
Never
guys.
stop playing.
All right.
Hit
Ready?
bump.
Woo!
We're done.
All right. Bye, everybody.